Rice any good?
It's termite good.
Meal.
What?
Why this nigga wearing a belt? Kulipari, the best show you've never heard about.
We're talking frogs versus scorpions. Like, look at these guys. These guys are actually a hardened army.
You can tell they have a whole banner and everything. That's pretty legit.
Like, who else holds up croissants besides the French? Like, these guys are definitely hard. Literally.
Why do they have like actual insects with the other insects? I mean, scorpions aren't insects, but still.
I think you just have to turn your brain off at this point.
Fair enough. But yeah, the show starts off with the scorpion army and then our guy Marmu, king of all scorpions.
Marmu have come to bargain for the absolutely amazing lands that they're trying to attack, known as
The amphibians.
The amphibians.
The amphibians.
So we get up with one of my favorite characters, Pigo, hyping up the army, being like, yeah, who got you here? Marmu, that's right, nigga. And we're gonna fuck up all them fucking frogs, boy.
Pigo is really that guy you need in your corner. Like, he's your hype man. Look at him hyping up Marmu. He's like, yeah, that's my brother, that's my bro.
And Marmu is just looking like menacingly like Jojo. So basically, they're just trying to get into the amphibians, but there's some kind of crazy turtle magic. You don't ask questions, bro. Just go with it.
The veil.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, look out! Here comes the Spider-Man.
And here we get introduced to our protagonist, Darrel-san. Nigga thinks he's Spider-Man, Batman, and all the fucking Avengers mixed together.
Do not confuse him for Spider-Man just because he's jumping like him and he has a fat best friend. This guy is trying to train to be a Kulipari. That's like a poison nigga.
And there's a group of elite poison frogs that are the protectors of all the frogs. But this nigga Darrel does not have any poison and he's trying to train himself into having poison because his dad was a Kulipari. This nigga just basically has daddy issues.
Yeah, that's really just it, and that's all you need to be a shonen protagonist.
On God, bro. Daddy issues, no father in his life, getting up to shenaniganry with his friends.
And any excuse to fight.
That's why we have him and his fat fuck friend G. I'm not calling him a fat fuck, but that nigga solid, bro. We fuck with G.
Number one supporter. And then there's also Korra, the medic. That's the Sakura of the team. Because nobody ever gets hurt, and she's always complaining about that. So she never has anything to do. She's not useless by choice. And then we get introduced to the number one hater.
Maybe break our legs.
Sounds like my kind of job. We're tree frogs. Not like mud frogs. Wood frogs, you branch brain, leaf lubber, sap sucker, mud belly, tree toad. Toad?
Round 1. Fight! Perfect!
You're not a Kulipari, Darrel. Not officially. Not ever. Doesn't matter that your dad was Kulipari. You don't have the poison in you. You don't have the power. You never will.
Basically, after the whole kerfuffle with Arabanu, this guy gets a bandage on his head and then they're heading home. And then Korra/Sakura decides to mention this magical MacGuffin that everybody wants now.
The high waddle flower. You know what you're doing.
This nigga's in Australia getting bait.
But yeah, she don't believe. He's promising he'll get like a whole bush of it, you know, that burning bush. But she's like, nah, nigga, you ain't about that life.
You see the face she gives. If a woman ever gives you that face, bro, just know you've lost.
There's no coming back from that. Just move on.
Then we get to see the village with his mom and his siblings. You can see how his siblings are different colors, right? So basically, in this universe, if you're a Kulipari frog with the poison, you're not the regular fucking colors.
You're a glow toad.
Yeah.
Well, you're not a toad, but yeah.
Seeing these guys, these triplets have the color, that must have fucking hurt this nigga.
It should have been me, not him!
His heart when he saw that.
Yeah, he went through the whole Midoriya thing, and his mom was just like, "You took after me." the worst thing she could have possibly said in that situation, but it's the truth, and he needed that.
Now we cut back to the Scorpion army. Because they couldn't pierce the veil, they have to go find this magic spider lady, Queen Jara of the Scorpions, to help them out. But typical Scorpion nature, instead of Marmu to be like, oh hey, we need some help, homie pulls up with a big contingent of his army to our fucking front door.
Yeah, and then this other Scorpion nigga tries talking to Marmu like, yo bro, like Jara ain't ish, like she's not gonna help you. And then Marmu really gets angry. He shows like, I ain't no punk, slaps this nigga.
I'm beat the fuck out of this boy. To be honest, there's another thing too. Not just the frogs have the Kulipari poison thingy. Most animals that in real life would have poison, well, how they use that poison is that the eyes just turn black. Even with the Kuliparis themselves, the eyes turn black. But just whenever you see an animal with the eyes turn black, like Marmud here, just know that it's poison time.
So as they are pulling up to the place, obviously Jara sees this and takes offense, and she's like, ain't no way. And then she starts doing her night casting thing, summon some spiders, and these scorpions ain't having it.
She's like, not on my watch! Not on my watch!
Get off my property! And yeah, they start fucking shit up, and the scorpions start having to run away. And then Mahmoud shows that he really is that nigga. Like, he's not just gonna beat his men, he's gonna beat these spiders' asses too.
Mahmoud just poisoned up. He's like, don't run, you fucking cowards! Take out the legs! And he's going, Mickey, ah! I fucking hit myself.
And that's when Jara brings out the big guns, the big spiders, and then asks, and then as this guy is getting his ass beat,
Pico is like,
What?
Stop resisting, stop fighting, kneel!
how do you pull up with the army, but you're the one who gets made a bitch, bro?
see, nobody's putting me on my knees. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. That ain't happening to me, man.
Even your god? You won't get down on your knees for your god?
I can get down for my God, but ain't no spider bitch, my God. Mamu, what you doing? But anyway, he did it for his people. And then he now has the audacity to not take accountability and just be like, she bewitched me.
That's not even just the end of it. Not only did she make this nigga kneel down in front of his whole army, when they now finally get into the palace and then she agrees to the plan. But before that, she talks heavy to this nigga, bro. She's just...
I won't be treated this way.
You don't really have a choice, do you? I could have treated you so much worse.
And then Mamu there's no dignity to reclaim here, but he just starts spinning his plan like, yo, I'm gonna give you like some of the land if you just let me conquer the amphibian lands, bring down the veil. And then she's looking at him like, nah, that's not an offer, but I have a new proposition.
Now we cut back to Frog Village, and Darrel is, playing with his siblings before bedtime, trying to tire them out.
Even as children, it's crazy how the poison just makes them like so physically strong. Look at the way they just smack this nigga, boom.
When that shit happened to him, he must have been...
It's not fair!
It should have been me! Not them again, bro. If my whole life, if I would literally fucking hate these guys. But that's why I actually fuck with Darrel, because even though he's a powerless bitch, he's like Batman, bro. He's like, yes, I have no powers, but by God, I'm going to out-ninja the fuck out of you niggas.
But yeah, the kids don't even like want the powers. They're complaining about how they glow, got caught in the hide and seek, blah, blah, blah. And they're just like, you don't want it? I want this shit so.
Okay, we cut to the end of the episode. So for the master plan to bring down the veil, Jara's like, the Turtle King casted the spell. And then when he cast the spell, the dirt he did it, well, there's so much blood and magic and whatever in this shit. So y'all niggas go grab me the sand.
And then Mamu is like, the dirt? She's like, yeah, I need something from the day it was formed.
I'm like, bro, how does magic even work? These niggas will be smoking that high water flower, bro.
But yeah, she basically commands the scorpions to go do this shit and says, oh, it's a partnership. But the whole time, she talking heavy to Mamu. She's like, yeah, you my bitch. You go do what I said because you need me.
On God, bro. And I think that's how the episode ends, with the scorpions just opening the bag, finding the dirt, and then putting the dirt away for Jara.
Like for part 2.
So far, to be honest, this show is actually very, very insane. If you get into it, the world building, the characters, the comedy, everything about the show is actually crazy. And
the voice acting.
On God, the voice acting is actually top fucking tier. We would love to cover this whole show. So if you guys are interested, you know what to do. Sub up, like, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your God, your Satan, everyone.
Tell your frogs, your pets, your scorpions, your spiders. We got you.
Now we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.
Peace.